One autumn evening, a grand charity event was being held in the vibrant streets of New York. Donald Trump was among the special guests for this event. As a successful businessman and influential leader, he naturally drew attention wherever he went. But that evening, he had no idea he was about to become the protagonist of a story that would leave a lasting mark on his life. In the midst of the event, Donald made his way through the crowd, slowly stepping toward a quieter corner of the room. As he passed by, a young man in a wheelchair caught his attention. The young man's eyes were shining, but there was an undeniable sadness hidden within them. On the sign beside him were the words, "Though my dreams have been taken, I never stopped hoping." Donald paused for a moment. He had achieved so much in his life, but the words on this young man's sign seemed to resonate deeply within him. He approached the young man and smiled. "Hello, what's your name?" Donald asked. The young man looked up, startled, and responded, "My name is Ethan." "Mr. Trump," Donald, with a genuine smile, sat down beside him and asked, "Ethan, what are you doing here? I'd love to hear your story." Ethan took a deep breath and began telling his life story. He had always dreamed of playing basketball, but a tragic car accident had robbed him of not only his leg, but also his dreams. He shared how the trauma wasn't just physical, but emotional as well. "My life was turned upside down," Ethan said. "But one day, I decided I was going to rewrite my story. If I can't play basketball, I'll build a sports center for people with disabilities. But I don't have the financial means to make that happen." Donald Trump listened intently as Ethan shared his story. Despite all the hardships, Ethan had not lost hope. "Ethan," Donald said firmly, "I'm going to help you make your dream come true." The next day, through his foundation, Donald Trump provided a substantial donation to fund Ethan's Sports Center project. But he didn't stop there. Donald decided to spread Ethan's story to the media, ensuring it reached a global audience. Ethan's story quickly gained widespread attention. News outlets across the world praised his determination and the support provided by Donald Trump to bring Ethan's dream to life. Ethan's story became a source of inspiration not just for people with disabilities, but for everyone. The grand opening of the sports center attracted hundreds of people. This place wasn't just a physical location. It had become a symbol of hope and solidarity. On opening day, Ethan, overwhelmed with emotion, took the stage to speak. "This sports center is not just my dream. Everyone who comes here will have the chance to make their own dreams come true. Mr. Trump didn't just give me an opportunity. He gave me the courage to believe again." Donald Trump, hearing these words, felt an immense sense of happiness. While he had accomplished many things in his life, helping Ethan realize his dream was one of the most meaningful experiences. But this was just the beginning. After the sports center was established with Trump's support, Ethan began a new chapter in his life. This sports center, designed for people with disabilities, wasn't just about physical activity. It also provided a platform for mental healing and personal growth. People who came to the center weren't just improving their bodies, they were also healing their minds and spirits. Ethan started working as a trainer at the center, and as he did, he found himself healing as well. Every day, he worked through his own struggles, realizing that overcoming obstacles wasn't just about physical recovery, it was about embracing a new mindset. One day, a group of children stood outside the center. They were gazing at the building, and as they noticed Ethan, they approached him with curiosity. Ethan invited them in, and as they entered, the children asked about his story. Ethan shared the details of his journey, from his accident to his recovery, and how he had turned his pain into a source of strength. The children, listening to him, didn't just see him as a trainer, they saw him as a living example of resilience. When Donald Trump heard about the success of Ethan's Sports Center, he was filled with joy. But he knew there was more to be done. He wanted to ensure that Ethan's vision reached even more people. Through his business connections, Trump helped secure additional funding for the center and worked with local governments to ensure that the center could have a wider impact on the community. For Trump, His Think Big slogan had always been the foundation of his business philosophy. But now, he was applying it in a way that went beyond business. It was about making a real difference in people's lives. Ethan's sports center grew, and soon, it wasn't just in New York. Locations began to open across the country. Trump had always advocated for dreaming big, but his journey with Ethan taught him the true value of making lasting changes in people's lives. One morning, after completing his training session, Ethan stood on the top floor of the sports center, gazing out at the New York skyline. He had once dreamed of playing basketball, but now his dream had evolved into something even greater, helping others break through their own limitations. Ethan's eyes reflected the transformation he had undergone. He wasn't just the young man he once was. He had become a leader. Every day, he worked tirelessly to help others find their path to healing and self-discovery. Determined to expand his reach, Ethan decided to start a new training program for new members and trainers. This program wasn't just for people with disabilities, it was for anyone looking to overcome obstacles in their lives. The center had become a place where anyone, regardless of their challenges, could come and work on breaking down the barriers they faced. Ethan's story wasn't just about his own success. It was about giving others the chance to find their own success, to overcome their fears, and to push beyond what they thought was possible. His dream was no longer just his own. It had become a vision that would inspire others to dream bigger and reach higher.